And we are live. Hello, ladies. How are you? Anita here from Sequins and Sand. I hope everything is, you can hear me and everything's fine. I've been flying around a bit this morning trying to juggle everything. We have a very important birthday in the household today, and I've been wanting to get that sorted as well. But anyway, we are here. I hope this finds you well. And if you're watching the recording, thank you so much for doing that too, because I know this time of day is not always convenient for everybody, but it is good to be back doing lunchtime lives. I absolutely love them because it's important for you to know all about these gorgeous things, what's new in store, all about their features, the swimsuits in particular, and get some fit tips on the way that they can work best for your shape so you can work out whether they're the right swimsuit for you. So we cover off some fit tips too. I hope you find them helpful. Otherwise, why be here, right? Why waste our precious time? So today I have some more Frenchy Black swimsuits to show you. The Frenchy Black print is proving to be quite the popular print. I personally love it. It's my favorite because it suits my coloring. Warm, dark tones. Now we talk about coloring in our Unlock Your Cozy Confidence course, which I've just launched, and some of you watched the masterclass that led into that this week. Thank you so much for that. And also we cover it off in our membership, the Summer Confidence Society. So we go deeper into things that I cover off in these lives in those particular groups and experiences. So today, Frenchy Black, this is the print, just to refresh your memory if you are not familiar with Frenchy Black. There it is. You can see those beautiful warm tones. Let me know if they are the tones that you wear a lot of. I know for me, this khaki green is my neutral go-to, right? And as I'm getting darker, as I'm getting older, and more contrast in my coloring, then the black, as you can see, the black is playing more of a role in my wardrobe as well. But I love this print because, yes, it does suit me. But I think it is so easy to pair back because it's got that black background as well. It is classy. It is beautiful. If you like a bit of drama in your style personality, this could work. And, you know, not so much relaxed, but there is a bit of natural going on there with the floral print. I'll just show it to you up close so you can see all the colors that are in there. Beautiful buttery yellows, antique golds, really, when you start to look at these flowers over here, those florals. Let me see if I can direct you over this way. It's opposite for me on this camera. There we go. Those beautiful antique tones and this pop of coral, which really does come out and elevate this print a little bit more. So it is just beautiful. Now there are 3 new styles. It's quite a big range, and I'll show you where soon on the website you go to find them. But it is quite a big range, and today I've got 3 more swimsuit styles to show you, one of which I've chosen for myself this year. It's absolutely gorgeous. This one is the first one. It is the very popular zip-up frill sleeve, little flutter sleeve there, one piece. Comes in sizes 12 to 22 and works from a shape point of view for so many shapes. Here's why. So you've got this center panel in the middle with some ruching. Do you see those gentle folds? They're ruching folds. And then on the side, you've got these flat panels. Now what they do is they help to bring you in a little bit and give you a curve. So if you've lost your waist with your shape, like a rectangle who's straight through, or even a round shape where you're fuller to the front and you don't have so much of a defined waist, then this is a really supportive and flattering swimsuit on for you. Now, I know a lot of women go for this style because of the extra sun coverage that it gives as well. They're not officially UPF 50 plus rated, but they are double thickness, and because they're dark print based, they will give you that extra sun coverage, say wearing lighter colors. And lycra, like the actual fabric that this is made from, is inherently more sun safe as well. But I can't tell you that it's UP 50 plus rated because officially it's not, but it's better than doing nothing, right? And it's better than reapplying sunscreen that washes off and you've got those hard to reach places, right? This is where this cozy, and why it's so popular, is great because it gets coverage on those places that we often burn because we can't reach and we have to reapply with the sunscreen. So, okay, I'm just going to block that. Sometimes I get these interesting fellows that think they can come in and disrespect the space. It's really not all about that. So, oh, hello, Suzanne. If you want to wear the zip half down, will it stay in place? Will the zip stay in place? Is that what you mean? Yeah, yes, it will. The zip shouldn't fall. I mean, depending on how far down you want to go, Suzanne. But that zip, so the zip will sit just under, comes in probably just under where the bra line goes, right? So, yes, no, the zip won't slip. It shouldn't slip. No, it shouldn't. It's quite a sturdy zip. Let me show it to you up front. There you go. Do you see that? It is quite a sturdy zip. And because this style's been around for quite a few years now in the Capriosca land, I know Marsha's spent a lot of time on getting the right zip, you know, that is, it's also, while we're talking zips, it's also a really sturdy plastic. It's not metal. So that when it gets hot, you've got to watch with metal bits and pieces on swimsuits. That's another tip because the sun makes them hot, right? And they can burn and do all sorts of nasty things. But this is a sturdy plastic. So it shouldn't, to answer your question, no. Now, that's why it is also suitable for different shapes as well because, like Suzanne says, you can alter the neckline, right? So if you want to bring the attention up a little bit more, you can do that. If you're fuller busted with your shape, then a nice V-neck is really flattering. Maybe that's your shape, Suzanne, let me know. But that's why I love this. There's a bit of versatility in the neckline, as well as wearing it all the way up to have it sit around about your collarbone for maximum protection in the front, yeah? And there's those cute little frill sleeves. They sit around about where my t-shirt is actually, around about there, to give that upper arm coverage as well from the sun. So we've got the side panels, we've got the center ruche panels, so that helps to keep things in place quite firmly. Now the other thing you need to know about this style is it's not a lift and separate kind of style because I'm an apple, so I find an open, yes, absolutely, perfect, great tip. Suzanne's saying she's an apple shape, which is that round shape, and the open neckline suits her shape well. Yeah, absolutely it does. Lets the girls breathe a bit, right? And breaks them up. Yeah, that's good. So this is not a lift and separate kind of style though. Thanks, Suzanne. There's some great feedback there for everybody. Very good tips. When you wear this, because it's got the center zip, you know, you're not going to get the support this way like you do wearing, you know, an underwire bikini top, for example, or something that's made to sit quite firmly under and push the boobs up. This won't do that. This will keep you firmly in place. So if you are active in the water, by the water, you know, you like to move around a lot, maybe you're chasing the grandkids or the kids up the beach, then this will keep your bits in place, you know, aqua aerobics, that sort of thing. Now, I always like to show you what lies beneath because you need to know all the features of a swimsuit. So if you're shopping, if you're not shopping with me, you know, bless you, but if you are in a mall store, this is what you need to do, right? Don't be afraid. Turn it inside out. Have a good look. They might think you're a bit weird, but you are on it. You are clever if you do because you need to know how it's going to keep all your bits in place, right? So this is how your busts are supported. Now, black on black is a bit difficult, me wearing black as well, but do you see that? That is a thick underbust elastic. Now, the zip comes between the two, you know, separates the sides, which is why you don't get that full uplift in it, but it does have molded cups to give you a nice smooth outline as well. It's not going to add volume to your bust, but that will give you a nice outline from the outside. And it is fully lined in the front with a black swimsuit fabric, front and back. So double thickness, great, so that the print is not see-through at all. And the bottom gives good coverage, right? We call it a mid-rise leg, so it's not going to ride up your bottom too much, and it's not a low retro leg, right? So a great all-rounder for lots of different shapes. We talked about rectangles who've lost their curve, and the roundies like Suzanne with her apple or round shape. And also triangles and diamonds as well because of the frill sleeve adding the width across the top, right? So visually to balance out your shape. But they're just tips. They're not, rules that you have to follow, but I know that they're helpful because our brains do like balance. And above all else, I want you to feel comfortable in your swimsuit, right? So if you know it's got the features that are going to make you feel good and feel good on, then that's what you need to go for, right? So that's the first one, the zip up frill sleeve in the Frenchy Black print. Sizes 12 to 22, available in the one-piece swimwear one-piece section and also the sun safer section of our online store at sequenceandsand.com.au. Now, price is $134.95 for this one. Okay. Next style. It is the sister style to this one, and it's the one that I've grabbed for myself this year. It is the long sleeve version of that particular cozy. Oh, something, Suzanne, I need to tell you, and I should have said as a fit tip with the other one and with this one. When you've got those fixed side panels and you don't have the ruching along the side seam, with a rounder fuller shape, you might need to go up a size because with that shape, if you have a pronounced fuller tummy with it, you need the length as well, just like someone with a long torso does. So keep that in mind when you're looking at cozies like that last one. This one here, the fixed panels ones on the side, they won't stretch and give you the length. So sometimes you need to go up. Just a bit of a tip for you, Suzanne. So this one is the sister style, the long sleeve version, and I love this. We spend hours at the beach, at our beach house at Christmas time, and I just love how, you're welcome, Suzanne. I love how this gives me extra coverage, and some days, I'm a bit of a wuss in the cold too, some days if the wind is up, it's nice to have a bit of extra coverage too. So this is the long sleeve. Now it is constructed differently. They haven't taken that other style and simply added the long sleeves to it. No, there are some differences. So let's have a look. This one here has got the zip up front. Yes, it does. I'm just tucking the tag in. It's got the zip up front that goes down. This is my size and it's mine, so you can see exactly where the seam is. Goes down to, I would say, halfway between my belly button and where the underneath of my bra is. So, underneath the bust by about an inch or two on me, but not all the way to the waist. Okay, so that is where the zip goes. And you can see that there is a horizontal seam there. So it's like a waistband, a waist seam that comes across right on the waist there. So getting in and out of this one, you need to make sure that the zip is all the way down and you pull from the sides up, right? Very important to get in and out. Now the long sleeve, I will be honest, if you've got dodgy shoulders or you've got a little bit of a mobility issue with your arms, this is trickier. It's not so bad when it's dry, but when it gets wet, it gets a little bit harder to get off. So just keep that in mind if you've got those flexibility issues with your shoulders or some issues up there, because I know some of you do. So just keep that in mind. But isn't that stunning? It's that beautiful vintage floral that I love so much. And you can see how the warm color tones work in perfectly with my coloring as well, that warm, dark color scheme. So Frenchy Black in the long sleeve, zip up front, and there's a little bit of ruching just in the lower section as well. Very, very, you can see it there in the side seams. There's a little bit of ruching underneath that waistband area. So again, across the tummy, just nice for a little bit of support and coverage, right? When you're a little bit tummy conscious. Love this style. And the fabric, I've got to tell you, it's so smooth on and soft and silky. So high back, just like the other style, all the way through. And the long sleeve does go to my wrist anyway. It doesn't have the holes to hold your thumbs in to keep that in place, but it is a full length sleeve. All right, let's go diving underneath. Very similar to the short sleeve zip up style in that you've got, I just have to turn these sleeves inside out. Takes a bit longer. Zip up a little bit so you can see. Okay. There we go. Molded cups for a nice bust outline. And then we've got the, oh, there we go, a bit hard to see, but there's that really wide underbust elastic, nice and firm to keep the busts up. But like I said, not a push-up kind of feeling on the bust area. It'll keep it in place. And then we're fully lined in the front with swimsuit fabric front and back. And you can see the sleeves aren't lined, they're just single. Thank goodness, otherwise it'd be even trickier to get on and off. But there it is there. Nice high front and back, and the legs are, the bottom coverage is great too, not super skimpy at all. So that's the long sleeve version. It's actually the same price as the shorter sleeve, as the flutter sleeve. Comes in sizes 12 to 22 as well. And you know, from these style, because of the nature of it, if you're a B cup, you can get into this. It will, remember, it does flatten a bit, so it's not going to make your boobs look bigger if you're a B. But it'll go to an E cup without, beyond that, with these zip up styles, I think you do start to put a bit of pressure on the zip, but certainly up to an E cup, no worries. So that's it. That's the long sleeve zip up in the Frenchy Black print. Beautiful. Now, one more to show you. This is the vavavoom style, girls, in the Frenchy Black. Look at that. I think I might have to get me one of these as well this year. Totally different look and purpose, right? So those, the zip up styles, keep everything in place. So if you're active, really handy for that. But if you want to laze by the pool, feel a little bit sexy and sassy, then this is a number. Now, it will certainly keep all your bits in place. There's no doubt about that, but it won't lock you in like the other ones do so much. This is the V-neck one piece. It is absolutely stunning. It's got what they call a ladder trim there. You can see that that's actually, there my hands behind moving, so that's open. Just that trim there is open in the crossover front bust area. And then here, above the waist as well, that's actually the same ladder trim. If I can hold it up to the camera for you, the same ladder trim that is highlighting the wide waistband. This is a stunning swimsuit on. So I can just get up on tippy toes to show you. The V-neck, beautiful, really keeps the attention up. So if you are, I'd say it starts from a C cup up to an E cup for sure. Then this is a style, if you want to keep the attention up, that is going to work for you. So if you're a triangle, absolutely triangle shaped cups are great, diamonds, but also rectangles, fantastic, inverted triangles, oh my goodness, inverted triangles, particularly with a fuller bust, nice deep V neckline is good for you. Yeah, so that is the V-neck one piece in the front. Now, this one does not have any ruching on the side seams either, and flat across the front, right? So if you are tummy conscious, this is probably not what you want. The folds of the ruching is your best friend. But hey, you know, this brings so much joy in the print, but also the cut, you know, so give it a go. You never know, it might work for you. But there is no ruching, just letting you know that. So there's no folds. Isn't that stunning? Now at the back, it's got a reasonably high back, which helps with bust support. We know that, girls. High back means comes up under your arms a little bit more for underarm support, side bust support. And then there are these adjustable straps so that you can bring it in to suit, give you a bit more surety and support by bringing the straps in. And they're pretty wide, right? So they're going to sit comfortably on you. So that is the outside of the V-neck one piece in Frenchy Black. Let's have a look underneath and see what features are in store. Right, there we go. You can see that there is, we don't have underbust elastic, so we're relying on this waistband, and there's a bit of elastic underneath, but it's not super wide. You're really relying on the shoulder straps to give you the bust support with this one. The molded cups are there, to give you a nice smooth outline on the outside. Won't add the volume, but just give you that nice smooth outline. And then in the front, it is lined with what we call power mesh. Now, that's another fabric that is often used in the swimsuit industry to give you another, like I call it, half a size extra support around the tummy area. And it is, sorry, I just had to block another bloke that, you know, is trying to get in here. I don't appreciate that. Right, anyway. Let's see if that works. Sorry about that, girls. So at the back, we've got the lining in black, regular swimsuit fabric, and at the front, that power mesh, just for a little bit more. And you can see that it is a fine mesh, just that little bit more tummy support in the front. So a great swimsuit, that vavavoom factor right out there. So if you're planning a beautiful resort holiday or a holiday where you're going to be relaxing back and you want to feel a little bit more sassy in your swimsuit, then this is the one for you. It is available in sizes 10 to 22 like the others, and it is, oh, they're all $134.95. Must be the price of the year. There are the adjustable straps. I can't remember if I showed you those, but nice and wide as well. Such a beautiful cozy. Really deep V neckline. You can see that goes all the way down to in between my busts there. So this one again in the swimwear one-piece section of our online store, sequinsandsand.com.au, really brings the attention up and a super sassy option for your summer. Now, let's have a quick look at the colors to bring in with this. With this particular cozy, if you want that classic super stylish look, I would team it with black, hands down. I've got a black mesh sarong here, and you can see how bringing in the black with that print is just lovely. What's the best way to show you? Probably like that, which is how you'd be wearing it. Let me take it off the hanger and give you a better idea. It just gets trickier to hold it up. Yeah, trickier to hold up and show you. But you can see that's how you would wear it. It would come up just above your waist. So you would see that top area and then the black underneath. But black with this print is really, really lovely. So classy. Yeah, just beautiful. Now, the other option would be to pick up another color in the print, like the coral. And I've just got a sarong here to show you how that would work. But as you can see, it really changes the nature of the look. Now, it's a bit more playful, but it's not as sophisticated. The black is the sophisticated option. The coral does work, but it's a little bit more disjointed for me, and it's not as classy. But you could do it, absolutely. If you love your color and you've already got coral in your wardrobe, then it is an option to team with this print, absolutely. Now, the other color is the brown. Something a bit different. Now, if you're very warm like me and you tend to wear a lot of earthy brown tones, you can do that. You can bring in the brown because those colors are in those little flowers. Do you see that? So you can bring in your browns and the khaki, right? That's the other one. This is a lovely dress, the cheesecloth that we sell. You can open it up and wear it as an open cover up over your togs. And then you can belt it up and wear it as a dress out to lunch or dinner. So versatile. But see that? I really love that. Being the khaki lover that I am, and if I didn't want something so serious as the black or sophisticated and I wanted to make it a bit more playful, that's what I would go with. So you can see there that we've got the khaki picking up the green in the option as well. So many colors to choose from. It's so good. Now, what else can I show you? The other thing though is when you're wearing the long sleeves, a cover up over the top can be a bit tricky and messy, and that's where, and you don't really need it, right? But that's where I would go for a sarong with the long sleeves, and even with the flutter sleeves, go for a sarong as a cover up. But with the flutter sleeves, you can do this. So with the flutter sleeve, that's this style. It's just got a little bit of a sleeve. You can get away with a regular cover up to cover up your sleeves there. This is a longish sleeve, so if you did have a long sleeve underneath and you wanted that over complete covered look, you could, but personally I would just go for a sarong. And then there's also, no, that's the main one I wanted to show you, that you can wear a sleeve over the top of the shorter sleeve cozy if you want to. V-neck, you just adjust your V-neck in the swimsuit down a bit as well to suit. So you can absolutely wear a cover up with your zip up option with the short sleeve. So there we go. They're the 3 styles I want to share with you today. The zip up short sleeve, the zip up long sleeve, and that vavavoom V-neck. Now I'll show you where you can go to on the website to find your goodies. So let me just, something I prepared earlier. No, not that view. Let's go that view. There we go. And we will go here. Oops. I don't know what you're seeing at the moment. What's happening there with StreamYard? I'm hoping that that works for you, that you're not seeing everything else on my page, because I'm really lost the view here. I'm flying a bit blind, so hopefully it's right. And these I've gone into, there is, you come into sequenceandsand.com.au and there is the home page, beautiful girls there. And then you go into swimwear. And because they're all one pieces, they're all in this section here, the one piece section. And you can see all the Frenchy Black one pieces lined up. I reviewed these last week. And here is the V-neck one piece. You can see it on a bod now. And she looks to be, oh, she might be a bit of an inverted triangle shape, this model. This is a Capriosca model. She looks like she's got, I would say, a double D cup. And I don't know if she's in the 12 or the 16. She could be a 16. Different model, slightly different shape. She's more of an hourglass, but you can see how her waist is defined with that band across there. And there we go. That's a flat lay version for you. But you can see how that waistband really does define a waist if you've got one. Beautiful if you're an hourglass shape. So that's the V-neck is there. Then we've got the frill sleeve, zip up. And you can see how that's not a lift and separate, right? It holds things firmly in place, really defines her side waist nicely. There's the back for you. And that's the adjustable zip front. You can have it all the way up or down a bit lower. There we go. You can really see those side panels there coming into play. So there is the frill sleeve, and I'll show you the long sleeve. There we go. And you can see that middle waist seam that comes across there, and the ruching goes all the way across with this one, and it's a firmer kind of look up the top. And there we go. It's not that highly defined definition for your bust area. Nice high back, having a bit of fun. And there we go there in the flat lay for you. So they're the 3 styles from today, all in the one piece section. Now, if you are a VIP, you get 10% off every time you shop. You also get to qualify for our Refer a Friend program, where you get a $10 voucher every time someone uses your code, one of your friends, and spends a certain amount in store with us. And you can add those up over time to, save up for a cover up or something else. So that's a great program. If you're not part of that, I highly suggest that you do. Then if you need some help about getting your size, go to the change room, look for the bikini icon, hit change room help, and there is this fantastic tool that we've developed. It's in-house. There's some algorithms that sit behind there to help us work out for you what your shape is and the size that you are in the swimsuits that we sell. It's a good place to start. It's not gospel, but it is a solid place to start. It starts to, put a boundary around things so it doesn't seem so overwhelming. So you just put your measurements in there, hit calculate, and it will tell you. So that's a handy tool to have as well. Okay. I think that's it, girls. back to me now. I hope you enjoyed that. If you've got any questions, put them in the feed, particularly if you're watching the recording, because I'll come back and see them later on. They're always there. And you can always catch me over on Facebook. I'm often there on our Sequins and Sand page. Ask me any questions. And also on our private Facebook group, Women 40 Plus, Self-Love, Body Love, Swimsuit Confidence, where we talk about the all-important swimsuit confident factor. We talk about body image there and all those things that we don't want to talk about in a more public, open forum like the Sequins and Sand page. So I invite you to join me there if you want to talk about those other things that go towards helping you feel confident in midlife. That's what I'm here to do. I've just launched that new course. There'll be information available in your emails that come out to you every week. We do the shop newsletter on a Sunday and beyond the shop, talking those confidence issues, etc., on a Wednesday. So lots happening here to help you become more swimsuit confident this and every summer. And I look forward to helping you all. Thanks so much for your time. I really appreciate your support. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on the lines. Bye.